And right now, one of Cobb County's newest cities is at odds with the county that it sits in. An agreement between the city of Mableton and Cobb County expired just days ago, and that allowed county cops to serve and protect the city of Mableton. Well, now the Cobb County Sheriff's Department has deputized officers, allowing them to continue to respond to calls in the city limits. A deal recently fell apart to allow Cobb County Police to be responsible for law enforcement in Mableton until May 31st of 2027. And that's because Cobb County leaders say city leaders ask for changes to how certain crimes are handled in court.
However, we learned that Mableton had a difference of opinion when it came to how misdemeanor matters would be handled.
It would force all of the moving violations and misdemeanors to the county's court. It would also take any and all revenue from court directly to the county.
Now, both sides have expressed that they need to work out an agreement. It is worth noting that this process will not interrupt police services in the city of Mableton.